The brother man avoids going to jail. The brother man. But you know what? They cracked the whip on the brother man. The whip has been cracked on the brother man. And now the brother man wants to go back to the sisters. It's your boy DZ, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. You got to understand, right? When you're in a situation and you know that you're with a white woman, you got to understand that you got to keep your hands to yourself. Just grabbing her, trying to get her off you. All those things can be escalated when she makes a statement that you did something. You might not even have took it to the point where as though you put your hands on her as she said. But whatever she says, now listen to me, whatever she says, you're going to be looked at as if you are guilty until you're proven innocent, until you can prove that you're innocent. Those bunnies, their word is golden when it comes into that court. Unless you can show that they're lying. It's been like that forever. That there is not going to change. I don't care how many Karens come out and they see these Karens out here lying on people. Their word is golden when it comes to prosecuting you. So you got to make sure that you don't put yourself in that situation. And you know, it's a lot of brothers that's in love with the bunnies. And they don't think it can happen to them. But it can happen to anybody. But check this news clip out. Johnathan Major got probation, man. And he shouldn't have got no jail time because it's a simple assault, even though he's a major celebrity. But you know, people look at when you're a major celebrity that you should go to jail for anything you do. You should never get probation. But I'm glad the man got probation, and I hope his appeal goes through, because I think that the lady exaggerated more than she should have, and it didn't go as far as she said. But it's her word against his word, and they're going to believe her word from the door.
Breaking news, actor Johnathan Majors will avoid jail time. Majors has been sentenced to probation after he was convicted of 1 count of second-degree harassment and 1 count of misdemeanor third-degree assault of his then-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer joins me now for more. Brian, what's your reaction to the sentence?
Makes sense. First-time arrest, assault, and a misdemeanor. It's an A-class misdemeanor, so the highest of misdemeanors we have in the state of New York, but you don't typically see jail time following this. It makes sense that based on the nature of the allegations and what we heard from the victim in this case as well, that anger management would be a large portion of this as well. We know it's a 52-week anger management program that he's allowed to do in Los Angeles, which is pretty standard. They don't usually force you to come back to the States to do a sentence like that, and to continue mental health counseling.
So what happens next in this case?
That's pretty much it. Unless his attorneys want to appeal the case, from my understanding, they are in that kind of that realm where they believe that the judge got it typically wrong in this, where, if you remember, Johnathan Majors was found not guilty for intentional assault, but for reckless assault. And I think the appellate issue there is that the jury should have never been given the option of reckless assault, but only stuck with the intentional assault. Therefore, he would have won based on a misdemeanor conviction and only been sentenced to the harassment, which I think he would have been much more comfortable with. So a potential appeal in the making.
So what are you watching for if they do go forward with an appeal?
I want to see whether or not the appellate court takes up the case. They can, of course, say they're going to reject it, or they're going to say they're going to take it. And if they do, whether or not those grounds or something they say are enough to overturn this conviction. What they're going to attempt to do, that being the defense, is argue that the facts alleged, as well as the facts that came out in the court, geared more towards an intentional assault rather than a reckless assault. And that jury charge should have never been given to the jury. If that's successful, it's a major change for Johnathan Majors, because he no longer has a criminal conviction, only that harassment violation. But you know what? everyone can probably deal with a little bit of anger management and counseling, so it's no loss there in terms of he's not doing any jail time.
All right. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, thank you.
My pleasure.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thank you.
Hey, man. Johnathan Majors went back to Megan. Now he's with Megan.
Management would be.
Now he's with Megan, right? After a situation like this happens, why wasn't he with Megan before this situation? Now you in this situation, right? Now you want to go back to the sister. You don't want nothing to do with the bunny now. These type of experiences that we have to go through is the things that teach us. But why can't you learn from other people's mistakes? Why not? Because you think you different. That's what it is. You think because of your status in life that you different, that this can't happen to you. This is what they do. But this can happen to anybody. When you going up against those situations, it's your word against their word. Their word is golden. It turns into a white victim. Everything you say up there that your lawyer try to defend you sounds like blah, 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 blah. What happened to her? That's all that they trying to hear. You got to make sure as a man, right? With a woman, if y'all not seeing eye to eye, you got to go your way and let her go her way. You being aggressive in any manner can escalate to you putting yourself in a position that you don't want to be in. Now, these are some things that men got to think about. If it's white or black, but it's more intensified if it's with a white woman. But with a woman, period. If you can't levelly see eye to eye with the woman and you feel any tension in the situation, remove yourself. Fellas, remove yourself. You should not want to be aggressively getting your point across to a woman because you can't win. Silence will help you win the battle. Learn how to go into silence, fellas. That's going to help you win the battle. You add fuel to their fire when you engage in them the way they want you to engage. Knowing how to remove yourself from situations that can lead to putting you in jail is what makes you a bigger and a stronger person. But experience is the best teacher. You'll have a situation right in front of your face, and if you don't know how to back away from it, you can lose everything. You can lose things that you worked for years to get just in an instant second of a reaction that you do. That's why they say be the bigger man. You never hear them say be the bigger woman. You hear them say be the bigger man. And as a man, you have to be the bigger man. If you know that this situation can go far, exit. Exit will save you a lot of money, a lot of aggravation, and your peace at the same time. So we get caught up in these love situations. And these love situations will have us doing things that we know can put us in bad situations. But it's time to think about that. This could be anybody. Especially if you put yourself in a situation with those bunnies. This could be anybody. To take yourself out the game. Remove yourself from things that you put so much time into to get where you want to get, and all in one night out, everything goes left. But it just puzzles me, though, that after this stuff takes place, he wants to go back to the sisters. How is that? And the sister embraces him with open arms. Baby, I know you didn't do this. We know he didn't take it that far. But it's with a white woman. It's her word against his word. And now that he went back to the sister, right? She's upset, still trying to put pressure on him. Because now you made it look like she wasn't good enough after she took you down. She's still looking in her mind like he's supposed to still want to work it out. And I'm sure in a sense he got no contact against her. She not supposed to have no contact, but she still is expecting him to fight through that. That's what happens in that world. But I guess brothers don't see it until they in this situation. Now, I guarantee you he don't want nothing to do with that over there. It take that experience to get you to understand that you can't win over there. You can barely get a win over with the sisters. That's hard. But you have no fight over there with them bunnies. When they want to take you out the game, they going to remove you from the game. Because whatever they say is guilty until you can prove otherwise. My brother's sitting back looking right now because now he's on probation. You got to go to mental health counseling, anger management. You got to report to a probation officer. And every time you do these things, you're going to think about the person that put you in this situation. How did I get put here? I didn't do this. How did this happen to me? This is where your mindset go. But the person that is allegedly claiming that they're a victim, they don't care about your position. They don't care about what you going through. You hurt my feelings. In these situations right here, it's the feelings that trump over everything. Her feelings was hurt from whatever happened that she took it to the point where she wanted him arrested. And I'm sure now she's probably going to want to sue him. Was that coochie that good to go to jail and get sued? I can't see it happening. I can't see that it was that good to go to jail and give my money up for it. And I don't even want it no more. The situations you'll put yourself in, man. The brother got a lot to think about, but I'm glad the brother didn't go to jail. I hope his appeal works out for him. I hope everything comes back in his favor. Because it's a battle right now for him. When you put in these situations and you fighting for your name, for your job, and you losing things, it's hard on a brother. The mental does take a toll on you. But the brother had to learn the hard way, man. It is what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think about it, man. Do y'all think that he was guilty? Do y'all think that he deserved to get more than just probation? Or should he never got convicted? Leave a comment, man. It's your boy DZ, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.